Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mashinky. Now, where we left off, we had just kind of got finished around getting this little bit of a shenanigan spot going. We did have a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance where we realized we actually can't pull coal from here. It's not the end of the world, but you know, my life is over essentially due to it. But no, we'll be able to do some good work here in pulling planks out. I could probably use another plank train, actually. And I think I will grab another plank train here just real quick. Now, there is something I do want to keep an eye on, and that is our usage of coal. I'm going to... Ooh, that's one too many. Whoops. I will delete that. Our usage of coal is starting to get a little bit scary. Because we have a lot of trains that use coal now, so we are going to want to connect up another coal mine if we can. I'm trying to find where I had some infrastructure over here. So for example, I could get the coal from here to connect up. I could also grab some extra coal from down here. And I think this is probably where I want to pull it from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a coal train. I'm actually... I'm going to use... This is going to be the last train that I buy for a little bit of time. And maybe I'll use Linz here. For fun. See if we can bring this number up. Because I want this coal... I'll extend it a little bit. So that it pumps out coal for this train that I'm building. This particular train is going to make a lot of coal here. I need 2 more packets of this. Now I do need to be careful because I'm using up a lot of my coal here, but I need 2 more packets of planks, and then I'll have a fully decked out super coal train that'll transfer a huge amount of coal from here to that other station. 1 more plank I need, there we go. So this train is going to go from Station 6 all the way over here to Station 8. And it's going to carry a absolutely astronomical amount of coal. 81 coal per trip. Now, of course, this train is going to have to turn around, which is unfortunate, but we can let it do its thing. Although, if I run out of coal, it'll be really bad. Thankfully, I do have a coal train on the way. Now there may be a bit of congestion here, so it might be worth it to look into retooling this intersection into something more in line with this sort of thing over here. It would also be potentially advantageous if I were to maybe break up how much up and down is going on here in terms of the elevation. Okay, where are you, little buddy? Okay, you're landing in the station just now. Now, I do need to be careful because if I run out of coal, that's really bad. Yeah, okay, not enough coal tokens. Huh. Why are you trying to go down that route there? That's really interesting that you would try that. Now, I don't have enough coal tokens for those trains, which is causing an issue. Why are you trying to go down there? I'm really confused by you. Oh, I know what it is. Are you too long? Do you need more room to turn around? Ah, that was it. You were too long. You're 607, so you needed more room to turn around. Ah, that was the issue. I see. But even if we... Oh, 2 trains have crashed. How did that happen? How did 2 trains crash? 18 and 19? Wait, wait. How did my trains crash? Train list. Did two of my trains crashed somehow? Even though I have my signal set up so that shouldn't happen. Oh, rip. There goes my trains. Maybe it was a coal problem or something? Anyway, we'll get a coal delivery here in a moment, and we're saving up wood. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, not having enough tokens. It means this train's going to go really, really slowly. Which is a pretty major issue. It's going to cause a lot of traffic here. But it will be alleviated here soon enough. We are occasionally getting a little bit of coal from the station that I have producing iron for me. So that it won't be too bad, but it'll be pretty rough. I should have had this. I should have built the extra coal train first. Yeah, look at this. It's rough, all right. But once he gets here, this should be enough coal to keep me going, basically. Come on, there you go. Drop that off. There you go. Now we'll get a plenty of coal here. In fact, I'll even go in here and I'll say, I want you to make me extra coal. I want to be more efficient. I'll even get a product storage here, which will just increase my overall efficiency. Okay, so you're stuck here. Why? This is wide open. Why are you guys stuck? You're going that way? That's really confusing. Huh. Ignore the signal. That's really confusing. I have no explanation for that. Why all those trains would stop there. That's very odd. Is it because trains crashed here, maybe? That's really odd. These are perfectly open areas. Okay, that looks like it fixed it. I would be really interested in knowing how that train crash happened. Because I genuinely have no idea. I didn't think it was possible for a train to happen here. Unless they were going too fast coming up to a signal stop. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll leave this at 2 trains for each route for now. Let's see. You're still going along nicely. Although I believe, yeah, the iron has built up here, so it would be worth my while. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up here. Because I want to advance to the diesel age in this episode. So we're going to save up planks. I think we have a pretty interesting little network of trains going on right now. It has its issues. I will be the first to admit that. But generally speaking, it seems like it's operating quite nicely. Alrighty, almost have enough wood. We are actually getting mail here somehow. Don't ask me how. Jesus. Now, curiously, I could build the signal box in here, and you can see the station would get a significant boost. Well, let me build a waiting room first, just to show you. I'll build a waiting room. Right there. And then if I build the signal box as well, see if I click here, it's quite a decent size, but if I, oh, the signal box, I would have thought that would have made it even bigger. But it doesn't seem to, because this should go all the way out to here. But it doesn't seem to. Yeah, it seems like they don't stack, maybe. Oh no, this increases the maximum size of your station, not the catchment area. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I understand what the signal box does now. Oh my god, I misunderstood that so many times. I'd never actually used it because I never saw a use for having bigger catchment areas. So why are you stopped? Again, it's this station length thing because you're slightly oversized. You can't quite fit in here. So you need a little bit of area to go back up into. Quite useful, quite useful. I could go up to size 8 stations now, and I probably will go along that route once we hit the diesel age. Speaking of which, skadoosh, here we are. The end of the early access version. That's all for now. You've reached the end of the early access version of Mashinky. You can carry on playing, but there just aren't any more quests or areas to complete right yet. 7 areas from the Steam Age to the future, 16 different cargo types and 21 different industries, over 25 railway engines, all that good stuff. So that's it. We've basically done all of the content that's in the early access version. However, that is not all the content that's available in the early access version, because we, aspiring young viewers, can make our own content. And I have a very fun idea that we'll be looking into. But this has been a fun little exploration of Mashinky. I'll kind of let things run a little bit here and talk a little bit about my thoughts for the game and what I want to see from it. You know, we've done all the content basically, but even though we've done everything that's in the game right now, there's still a lot that we could do. For example, if we go to our stations, we could be upgrading all these things. We could get the iron ore hopper, the coal hopper, the signal box. We could put platforms. We could do storage buildings. We could do restaurants. We could do freight stations. All these things. We can do all of these things. Even these iron ore mines, you know, I could set up things, complex networks to send timber to these mines to get even more iron ore out of them, etc. There's so much you can do, and that's just interaction with the actual game mechanics, right? That I could extend these forests and stuff like that. That's not even talking about doing stuff like building super rail networks or super trains, or making extremely complicated intersections. Like, this is a relatively simple intersection, and it still managed to create a crash somehow. I'm not entirely sure. But this is a relatively simple intersection, but you can make way more complicated, super duper gigantic things. And so this was kind of a look at what it looks like to play on hard mode on an extreme map. Like, this is a pretty extreme map, and it wasn't even that bad, to be honest. It was pretty okay. Like, if I had to build through some of these, like if I had to connect some of these towns over here, it would be pretty rough. But what I would like to do, and it's always an impossible goal that I always try to go for in these games, is to try and connect every single thing on the map to one super network that that distributes all of the goods throughout the map. And one of the things I really love about these transport railway kind of games is that, if you remember, this used to be just like a single platform, and a single platform, but now it's a complex network of interactions between these two stations delivering wood and stuff over here, and then delivering the final goods over here, and then even getting coal from over here and delivering it over there. Adding in this station to the equation. Oh, did your production went down? I'll tell you what, we'll get a lumberjack storage here. So you should start filling these up much quicker now. No wonder these guys weren't delivering anything. Warehouse capacity reached over here in the sawmill in Bournemouth. Go ahead and get a storage here to increase the amount you're doing. I also want the drying storage here, so I'll save up a little bit. But we could also get a coal train going from here all the way over there. You know, there's a lot we could do. But yeah, but basically, you know, you could build up these industries. And do you know what really excites me about this game? Is actually the potential for modding. Because there is so much potential for modding in this game. Making custom industries. Can you imagine like a warfare railway mod? Where you had to try and supply the front lines with railways, and maybe like people tried to blow up your railways and stuff like that. You have to transport troops and food to like army bases and stuff like that. You could do like really cool things with mods, and that's just looking at like an entirely different gameplay mode. Not even talking about what you could do just simply adding to the game's content already in the game. Just like adding new industries, adding new trains, adding new cargo types, adding new wagon types, even adding other types of industries like buses and cars and airports. That's all possible to add to the game, I would imagine. You could even do little boats and stuff like that. You could have rivers in the game. Currently we just have lakes, but you could have rivers. There's so much potential in this game, and that's why I'm really excited about it. And that's why I've been playing it so much. I think I already have, like, if I were to check here, I think I have a couple of dozen hours in this now at this point. Yeah, I have about 30 hours in this game. And usually I would put like 20 to 30 hours in a game and then I would be done. But I've put 30 hours into this game and I'm only getting started playing it, really. And that's crazy. That's so much value for money. And not only that, but procedurally generated quests, that's another area the developer could work on. One thing though, I will say that I'm not... One thing that I feel that the game is missing, rather, is the way I should phrase this, is I would like it if the game had more complex signaling. Because right now we just have these very simple and basic go or stop signals, right? But what if I had a signal here, okay? And this is a chain, the idea of a chain signal. What if I had a signal here and it was called a... I think you can call them pre-signals or entry and exit pre-signals or chain signals. And basically what it would do is I'd put a signal here, and rather than if there's a train on here, if it would go red, it would go look and say, hey, I'm going to look through this track for an obstruction and to see if there's a green light here. So it'll go, oh, let's see here. Okay, this path is clear and there's a green light here. So it's green. But if it looked down both of these pathways, say, and said, uh-oh, both of these are red, then this one would be red. So you could do a lot of really interesting things here. With that sort of thing. I would probably have to play Open Transport Tycoon to really explain it, but it would make things like multi-platform stations way more efficient and easy to do. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of congestion over here because this is such an active station now. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm really excited at the possibilities for the future. We will be doing another game of this because I have an idea I want to do. So basically what I want to do is I want to try and generate a map with extremely flat terrain just to make it easy on me. And then I want to try and find a town like Oxford, okay? That has like one citizen and that I can make a lot of flat land around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to deliver every single passenger from the entire map to this tiny town and see how huge I can grow it in like 100 years or something. I think that would be a really fun like experiment to do. So look out for that. That'll probably, if I don't do another game between this, that's probably what I'll do next in this series. But I'm really excited at that. And if you have any ideas for things you want me to try, like a challenge mode or something for this game, I'm 100% on board with it. I love this game and I'd be happy to play it some more. There's just something really satisfying about watching the trains go about their business, you know, interacting with each other, going through an intersection, waiting for each other, etc. You know, there's just something really pleasant about it. And I'm on, like, I mean, I haven't even, like, even though I'm finished, quote unquote, the content, I haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do in this game. Because there's all these, there's high class passenger wagons. I think they add, like, extra pricing or extra thingy. What's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know how to do this one. I've never figured this quest out, actually. I don't know how to do this. It tells me own the locomotive, but I don't know how to do it. I've never been given the option to buy it. Oh! I need to build a locomotive's works. Oh! That makes way more sense. I never saw this extension button up here. I've even just discovered a new layer of the game that I didn't even realize was in the game. I can get a GS2 now. I was wondering how the hell I built that. Why did I never find that? But we have a lot of really cool trains available now. The GS2. Oh my god, look at that power. 1,250 power at 62 tons with an operating cost. Look at the length of it too. Holy god. And I believe, oh my god. Oh! Oh, that's really cool. And you can even do stuff like first class and dining cars. Are there other ones? There's a Nossinger. Oh my god. You can make bigger... I've just discovered an even bigger layer. How did I not see this here? How did I not see the locomotive works? Oh my god. Don't even talk to me at this point. I have no idea how I missed that. Please forgive me. Because I've actually been really frustrated trying to figure out how the hell do I build these really advanced trains, and it's been sitting here in my face the entire time. So we could build a Nossinger, which is a bigger version of the Studinger. It carry capacity of 11, which is 4 more, for just a little bit more length, quite a bit more weight though. Any of these got some cool. We've got the Fax 2. That's pretty cool. That can carry a lot more. And then the Fax, that can carry coal. The Ignaz Schutzel. What is this? Oh, these are income boosters. Oh man, these things are really exciting to me. Being able to, it has the same capacity as the coach car, but it's as long as the second class car, but it gives you plus 10% income. So you could add like a first class wagon, then a dining cart, and then a second class wagon, and then a bunch of second class wagons, and then like a couple of coach cars. Like you could do some interesting train layouts. Like let's say I bought one of these GS2s, right? And I would, if I was building these bigger trains, I would want to make them 8 long with the signal booster thingies. Okay, I would want to put this wagon on. What was this again? I think that was a second class. I would want a first class wagon, and I want that to be at the front, and then I would want a dining car as well. Let me make this bigger. What I would do is I would put a dining car in between the first class and second class. I'd do 2 second class, and then I would do a couple of coaches maybe. Or maybe, here's what I would do. And then I would want to have like a mail car on the end. Boop. So that I could pull a huge amount of passengers. 16 first class passengers, a dining cart, a bunch of these passengers, and then have the mail cart just to round out the length. Let's pick up a bit of mail on the way. You could do some really fun things with this. Oh my god, I'm really excited for this new series I'm going to be setting up. So, but that's pretty much it for this sort of extreme look at the potential of this game. I think there's a huge potential. There are a couple of things I would really like about the game. Like, I wish things were a little bit spaced out further, because they can often feel really crammed, and my OCD need of trying to connect everything gets thwarted by the fact that things are so close together. It makes it really hard to build nice railway without it being real complex. Although I'm sure it's something that can be worked around. Anyway. Wait, what's this down here? Oh, that's an alert. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. This is the end of this series, but there will be another Mashinky series in the future. This was just like a quick, let's have an exploration of the Mashinky gameplay in a Let's Play format. I hope you guys loved it. I know I enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. I will be doing tutorials and stuff for the game as updates roll out. But other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!